voices never seem to stop. It's a good thing Miku and Chiku are here to help out. Whenever they aren't snacking, that is. Brand new Mira Royal Detective starts Monday 9th of November on Disney Junior.
Hello everybody, Vanakkam and Namaste. Welcome to all of our media friends, moms and dads, hi little ones. Welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Sureshni Ryder and I'm so excited to be your host for Disney Junior's virtual showcase today for Mira Royal Detective. We're so excited that you've made time for us. Now I know that each and every one of you have received a very, very special box. Now you might not have taken out your magnifying glasses. I see many of you are battling with a little code. Auntie Sush is going to help you. The number to use to unlock your code and open the box is 309. Okay, 309, because that is the channel number. I'm so excited to introduce to you a beautiful, clever, smart, resourceful, and sassy Mira Royal Detective. The show is going to be absolutely incredible, filled with joyous moments all over a land called Jaipur. Now, for those of you joining us today, let me tell you, maybe the box didn't say so, there will be lots of singing, dancing, laughing, and most importantly, we will get to hear the story behind the story in producing Mira Royal Detective. This is a first for Disney as it showcases a first-time full South Asian cast. Now, as South Africans, we fully embrace diversity, and it's really exciting to finally see a format and property that truly showcases a story from India. My daughter and I finally have the opportunity and to be afforded the opportunity to meet a character like Mira who we can resonate with and who we absolutely adore. Now, for those of you at home who are going to meet Mira in the next few minutes, please don't forget to use the hashtag Mira on Disney Junior. You can also join us on Facebook. Go join our Facebook account, which is Disney Junior Facebook. Go have a look-see. Please join us. We also have a chat box for today, which means you can pop in your questions. You can leave your name. Tell us where you're from. If you have thoughts, comments, or anything to share, you can also pop through some questions for our esteemed panel of guests. We'll be catching up with the producer, who's the executive producer, one of the star cast named Leela. She's the character that plays Mira herself, the choreographer, as well as the music composer. So much fun! But are you ready to dance? You are? Mira, take it away.
I like to dance. You like to dance. Mira's here to show you. Mira's here to show you. I like to dance. You like to dance. A new dance coming up right now. Yeah.
Hi, we were just doing a dance I like to do before I go on a case. I call it the up and down pony. You can do it too.
Dance time, people!
Let's dance!
First, let's start with the feet. Keep one foot on the ground and stand on your toes with your other foot. And go up and down and up and down. Prance like a pony and turn.
Up and down, and turn.
Great job! Now let's do the arms. Hold your arms out and lift your shoulders up and down.
Up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down.
You got it. Now let's put it all together with music. Ready?
So ready!
And we're on the case. Amazing dancing! Keep going!
Wait a second, we really do need to go on a case. Mira's badge is missing!
Oh no, we're on the case!
Guys?
Don't worry, Mira.
We got this!
Looking.
Keep looking!
Looking.
Guys, it's right here.
Oh!
A case closed.
What would she do without us?
Until next time, keep on dancing.
Oh, thank you so much, Mira. I've learned 2 more moves other than screw the light bulb and pat the dog. I know to clap on the top and the bottom. Thank you so much, Mira. Hey, guys, for those of you dancing at home, don't forget to use the hashtag Mira on Disney Junior. And then go to our YouTube page, which is Disney Channel Africa, to upload those videos. I'd love to see how your dancing skills are coming along. Now, if you've never heard about Mira, let me give you a little bit of insight. She is a very clever, very smart and resourceful young lady who gets enlisted, by the way, by the Queen, who is played by Frida Pinto. Queen Shanti enlists her for the first time to have a first girl to be the royal detective. Now, Mira comes from a family of detectives, and she is assisted by Mongoose. Yes, 2 of them, Chiku and Miku. They're fun and they're naughty and they're very, very comical. She's also helped by Prince Neil as well as Prince Veer. Prince Neil and Prince Veer and cousin Priya. And together they come to find all the things that are happening in the country, in the land of Jaipur, but they're there to help using compassion, kindness, and very, very clever thinking. I think kids are going to absolutely love it. I know for preschoolers, Disney is your first step to bigger things. Disney Junior is an incredible platform for children between the ages of 2 and 7, and for me, much older. I am a huge Disney Junior fan, and I'm so excited to talk about the show. You're going to enjoy the family, the culture, the customs, and the color of India. We're also catching up today with the executive producer, Leela Ladnir, who is the voice of Mira, the music composer, as well as the choreographer. What's really exciting is Disney has commissioned the 2nd season of Mira, Royal Detective, in the States, and it comes to our land on the 9th of November. I cannot wait for you to see the colorful festivals of Diwali and Holi celebrated in the show. In fact, enough of me. Mira, introduce yourselves to Africa.
Let's hear it for Mira, Royal Detective. Mira, 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 hey!
Everybody knows I love a mystery, big or small. I look close and then I help my friends.
There's nothing she can't solve.
Finding clues is what I do.
So the queen appointed you.
Now my job's a dream come true. I'm Mira, Royal Detective.
Let's hear it for Mira, Royal Detective. Mira, 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 hey!
We'll take in the world with a whole new perspective.
Our small and mighty hero.
We'll find the answers, let's go.
Let's hear it for Mira, Royal Detective.
The case of the royal scarf. So, all of the royal detectives before me wore this outfit?
Indeed they did, Mira. This is the first time I fitted a royal detective who's so
Small?
small and mighty.
Mira!
Your Majesty, Prince Veer.
Mira, please let Priya know that I'll stop by the boutique this morning to pick up the chunni she made for me.
Priya will be so excited to hear that, Your Majesty. She's been working very hard on your scarf.
I look forward to seeing it. Veer? Veer? Make sure you're ready for our lunch.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, Mother. Most noble queen.
Thank you, dear.
So, the royal detective's little cousin made a scarf for my mom. That's a big deal.
I know, right? It's a huge deal!
Excuse me, Taylor. There's something wrong with this jacket.
I believe you put it on inside out, Your Highness.
I knew that. Hey, Mira. Let's hope your little cousin doesn't mess up her scarf. That'd be a big deal, too.
Trust me, Veer. The Queen is going to love it.
Hey, Mira!
Prince Neil!
Check out my new invention!
Whoa!
Soggy samosas. If I could just smooth out my landings.
Wow, can I get a ride?
Sure.
Wow!
I call it the flycycle. You can pedal and fly at the same time.
And look, it's got a cup holder!
I'm all about the special features. Soggy samosas.
Priya, guess what? Queen Shanti wants to wear the scarf you made for her to a royal lunch. Today!
What? Really? But she can't!
Why not?
Because it's missing!
The scarf is missing.
What? She's been working on it for 2 weeks.
This can't be happening.
I know, Miku and Chiku. Are you sure, Priya?
I looked everywhere. Mira, this is the first thing I've made for the Queen. I don't want to let her down.
You're not going to let her down, Priya. We're going to find it before she gets here. We're on the case of the royal scarf.
We're on the case. We're on the case.
We're on the case.
Glow Look a little closer with your magnifying glass. Open up your notebook.
Get your coat and badge on fast.
Ask all the questions, follow your senses, focus on every clue.
Ooh.
Listen for answers, find what you're after.
That's what detectives do. We're on the case. We're on the case. We're on the case.
We're ready to help with the case, Mira. We'll look for clues.
Clues. Oh.
That was not a clue.
Definitely not.
Miku and Chiku, before looking for clues, we need to find out more about the scarf. And we have to find it before the queen arrives.
What? The queen? Coming to my shop?
Yes, Auntie Pushpa. She's coming by to pick up the scarf Priya made for her.
But there's so much to do. Oh, where are those sweets?
Now, tell me about the scarf, Priya. I need details. The more the better.
Here's my design. I made it with this very shiny gold fabric and added beads all over it. Who doesn't love beads?
Aha, very interesting. And some pretty sharp-looking toenails.
That's not her scarf, that's your foot.
So, gold with beads. Got it.
And here we are. Only the finest sweets for the queen.
Now, where did you last see it?
It was in a red bag behind the counter. I checked inside all the red bags, but it's not here.
Maybe the bag got moved. Let's look around.
We'll check the sweets table. While we're at it, we should taste test the sweets, just to make sure they're up to the queen's high standards.
It's a royal necessity.
Mina! Mina, I need your help straightening up. Mina, where are you?
I can't help right now, Mummy. I'm trying on new clothes, but nothing goes with my new bangles. Ugh, forget it. I'm not wearing them.
Mina, the queen is coming, and I need you to help me straighten up, get more sweets, make some chai, get my jewels. My jewels! I can't believe I forgot my jewels!
I need jewels too, Mummy. I can't possibly let the queen see me without jewels.
Fine, as long as you don't fling them all over the shop. Priya, we'll be at the jewelry store.
Take your time, as much as you need.
Any luck finding the scarf?
Not by the mannequins.
Or by the sweets.
Mrs. Chaudhry, my mother told me you were coming. Here's your order.
Oh, thank you, Priya.
I'm pretty sure we looked everywhere. No scarf.
Bye, Mrs. Chaudhry.
Well, it couldn't have just walked out of the shop.
Unless it did. What if Auntie accidentally gave someone the red bag with your scarf in it?
Wait, you think someone might be walking around out there with Priya's scarf?
Yep, and all we have to do is find it.
But how are we going to do that?
Priya, relax. We're looking for a red bag somewhere in town. How hard can that be?
Get your red bag! 3 red bags while they last.
Are there always so many red bags in town?
All right. There are a few more red bags than I thought. We'll just have to look through all of them.
Before the queen gets here?
We need a queen check.
Queen check! Your mom is getting into the carriage right now!
That's bad news.
Hang on. Now there are goats blocking the road.
That's good news.
And they just turned onto a different road.
That's bad news. I wish there was a way to slow down the carriage.
Actually, there is a way. Chico and I can herd some goats to block the road.
That's genius. Now tell me, how do you herd a goat?
Guys, I'm not sure about this.
Mira, we got this.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I'll use my flysicle so we can cover more ground. I mean, air.
Great. Priya and I will take my rickshaw. Good luck. Whoa! Sorry, Prince Veer.
So, Priya, I heard you made a scarf for my mom, the queen.
Yes, she did, and it's amazing. Come to the shop when the queen arrives, and you'll see.
Okay, I will.
Mira, why did you say that? We don't even know where my scarf is.
But we will.
I can't believe you're doing all of this to find my scarf. I mean, you're the royal detective.
If I can't help my friends and family, what good is being royal detective? Priya, we are going to find that scarf. Don't worry, Priya. We'll find that scarf in no time. It's what we do. We'll chase the clues, and now it's go time. Oh, oh. Gonna find what we're looking for. We gotta find that scarf. It's gold work of art. We'll do anything it takes to help, and this is where we start. High and low, near and far, we gotta find that scarf.
Don't worry, Mira. We've got it. This is goat time. It's what we do. We're coming through. This is showtime. Whoa!
Gotta find what we're looking for. We gotta find that scarf. I made it special for the queen.
Can't believe how many goats there are.
We'll keep searching every red bag, every corner, every cart, high and low, near and far. We gotta find that scarf.
Gotta find that.
Gotta find that.
Whoa! Oh, goodness.
Sorry, Mrs. Chaudhry.
Mira, Priya, is everything okay?
I'm on a case and we're in a huge rush. Would you mind checking your bag for a missing scarf?
No scarf, I'm afraid. Just a coat.
Hold on. I think there's something else at the bottom. Did you order that too?
No, I have no idea where it came from, but it's gorgeous.
I've seen that bangle before. Let's think this through. Where did I see it? I know! It was on Mina.
So?
She threw it across the boutique. That's how it landed in Mrs. Chaudhry's bag. But before she threw it, she said,
I can't help right now, Mummy. I'm trying on new clothes.
What if Priya's scarf isn't in any of the bags? Because Mina tried it on and left it somewhere.
Then it would still be at the shop.
We need to go back and talk to Mina. Fast.
Hey, Mira! I can do fast. Let's go.
How long till the queen gets there?
Queen check. We have a few minutes. Mina, did you try on a gold scarf with beads?
I tried on a lot of outfits. I mean, that's my thing.
Mina, this is serious. I can't find a scarf I made for the queen.
Did you try on any of the outfits in the bags?
Of course. The best scarves were in the bags.
You did? Then where did you put them?
Away. Here, I'll show you. Found it!
My gold scarf! Mira, you were right!
I'm sorry, Priya. I didn't realize that was your scarf. It was so beautiful. I had to try it on.
Whew, I'm just glad we found it.
Priya, Mira, Neil, get ready. Get into position. The queen is here. Oh, welcome, your majesty. It is an honor to have you visit my boutique. Sweets?
Thank you, dear Mrs. Bhutani. Sorry for the delay. You wouldn't believe the number of goat crossings today. What a lovely boutique.
Queen Shanti, here is the scarf I made for you.
It's absolutely exquisite, Priya.
I told you she was good.
Veer, you should really try on some of Priya's clothes.
You know, this jacket you made looks pretty good on me, Priya.
Inside out.
I knew that.
Looks like the case of the royal scarf is closed.
Thanks to our royal detective.
Everyone! We herded the goats!
But now they won't stop!
Isn't that absolutely exciting? I don't know. I think I'm a big fan of Chiku and Miku. Chalo, chalo, everybody. Hey, if you've just logged on, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Disney Junior's very, very special showcase to introduce Mira, Royal Detective. I see your comments. Let's quickly go through them. Thank you very much, Lisa. Lisa from Durban says, hi, Sureshni, you're looking beautiful. Thank you. Mika Nandri to you. Also, just a quick one. If you're unable to see anything, just quickly pop and refresh your screen and then scroll up until you see our chat box. Don't forget to pop in your name and tell us which organization you're representing today. We love the goodies in the box from Amanda Rogley at Baby Yum Yum. Fantastic. We hope you enjoy it. Hey, don't forget to use the hashtag Mira on Disney Junior. Suzanne also saying, love the delivery today. Thank you very much. It is our absolute pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed finding the little looking glass and the sand art to make your mandala and rangoli. Now we're crossing over to the US. This is why we are here today in this virtual event. We are crossing to meet the voice cast, the music composer, executive producer, as well as the choreographer. But let me give you a little bit behind the scenes of who we're chatting to as we cross the US. Today we'll be meeting the voice of Mira. Her name is Lila Ladner, and she plays the title role of Mira. She is an actress, dancer, and singer-songwriter. Ladner's credits include a principal role in the feature film Boris and the Bomb, Film, 2015's NBCU Short Film Festival finalist for Touch. Now, I love the show, Bizarre Fox. I think you might remember her from there. And she's also a lead dancer in Smurfs The Lost Village, the dance featurette. Leela was born in New York and currently resides in Los Angeles. She is a student, so it'll be very interesting to catch up and find out what it's like for her at school. Sasha Palladino. Wow, if you read this resume. Sasha is an Emmy-nominated writer and producer, is the executive producer of Disney Junior's animated series, an accomplished children's television writer. Palladino was most recently creator and executive producer of Disney Junior's acclaimed STEAM-focused animated series. Now, as a mom, you know how important STEAM series are, so this one is incredible. It was called Miles from Tomorrowland, and its subsequent iteration, Mission Force One. How's this for making history? That show was the first children's program to have an episode premiere and out of space aboard the International Space Station. Out of the world, out of this world. Amrita Vaz. Now, this is our connection to South Africa, and we're going to ask Amrita all about something South African. Very, very excited and so honored. Amrita is the composer for Disney Junior's animated series, Mira, Royal Detective, and represents a very important opportunity for Vaz to spotlight her background through music. Raised in a family of musicians, she incorporates traditional Indian instruments, and I think you're going to actually hear the tabla in the show itself, which is just wonderful, and how accurately and authentic it's been portrayed. She's been in the show. She's scoring this in the underscore and sound, tapping into a connection with her grandfather, famed Bollywood musician Francis Vaz. Now, Vaz also began her music career assisting Academy Award-winning music composer Michael Danner on 500 Days of Summer. You might remember him also from Life of Pi. And prior to working in film and television, Amrita worked as a human rights lawyer. We love it. This next person is probably my most favorite because he's going to teach the globe that it's more than just screw the light bulb and pat the dog. We're going to be chatting to choreographer Nicole Mahajan. Acclaimed Bollywood choreographer Nicole Mahajan is the dance consultant and choreographer for Mira. Pioneer in the dance world, Mahajan is credited for being the first to bring the art of Bollywood dance to the US. He opened the first Bollywood dance studio in Los Angeles in 2003, and since then has gained national and international worldwide attention, especially for his work on the Emmy award-winning dance competition series, which I'm sure you're familiar with. It's called So You Think You Can Dance. We're so excited to be crossing to the US. We are waiting for a few of the guests to arrive, and we're so excited. Guys, pop through your questions. Don't forget that chat box. It's Mira on Disney Junior. If you have anything to ask any of our guests, we cannot wait to check in with them. So who shall we say hi to first? Oh, let's quickly read some of the questions. Such a sweet story. Kara is hooked. Isn't it amazing, Kara? You know what I love? Mira is a compassionate character. And the thing is, children learn by watching. And I think they're going to love seeing Mira in action. She's resourceful, she's smart, but also she really brings out the empathy in everybody. And she's kind and caring, the kind of characteristics we want our little ones to have as well. Ramona says, really cool show. My daughter Adrika wants to know, how old is Mira? Good question. We will keep that back in mind. We had a fun afternoon. Thank you very much for all of the lovely things. Lovely production. My kids are glued to the laptop. My daughter Zoe loves Mira's voice. Well, you're going to meet Leela Ladner, who actually plays Mira. It's phenomenal. By the way, Chiku and Miku, watch out for those characters. There's also voices coming through from Sarita Chowdhury, who's one of my favorite actresses. So I'm so excited to see this. Is it Tiseso from Black Lioness? We're enjoying the goodies from the drop while we tune in. You look amazing. Thank you very much. In the show, did you see the laddus? Isn't that awesome? We're finally going to teach the globe about laddus and not call them candy. We're also going to see samosas, and I think as we prepare for Diwali in South Africa around November, this is the perfect opportunity for really get introduced to the color and the opulence of India. We're still waiting for Amrita to join us, as well as Leela. Mira says, I love my beautiful namesake. Oh, you're also a Mira. Are you as resourceful and smart as Mira? Guys, I just want a job with Queen Shanti. I mean, who doesn't want to work with Queen Shanti? Of course, that character played by the gorgeous Frida Pinto. Leela, we're just waiting for Leela Ladner to join us, but we still have the 3 other people to join us from the US. Thank you so much for giving us a little bit of patience. Mira says, thank you very much for the beautiful and well thought out press drop. Yes, the idea for you is to connect with Mira, to understand her culture and just take it beyond. And I think this show is going to normalize being Indian, and I think it's going to be wonderful. Your kids are going to want to do the rangoli from the box. They're going to want to use henna, and they want to eat laddu. I will help you with the recipes. It's very, very easy. So while we wait for our guests to join us, don't forget to use the chat box, and don't forget to use the hashtag today. It's Mira on Disney Junior. Send through your comments, your thoughts, your questions. We love hearing from the bloggers, but more importantly, while the kids are running around, we also want to know if they're enjoying it, and do they like Chiku and Miku and Cousin Priya. Listen, so the first dance we learned how to clap on top and the bottom, and I know a few things. How about we get dancing one more time? Everybody ready? Take it away, Mira.
I like to dance. You like to dance. Mira's here to show you. Mira's here to show you. I like to dance. You like to dance. A new dance coming up right now. Yeah!
My friends and I were just dancing with my little cousin Chotu.
Chotu!
We love dancing, don't we, Chotu? You can dance with us too. This one's called the clapping stomp. First, put your hands above your head and clap up high. Clap, 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 clap. Then clap down low. Clap, 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 clap. Great job, Chotu. Now, let's try high claps, then low claps.
High clap, clap, clap. Low clap, clap, clap.
That was really good. Now, let's add the feet.
Ooh, I love this part.
Bring your leg up and stomp your foot.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
That's it. Now, let's clap and stomp at the same time with music. It's gonna get a little faster.
Clap, stomp, clap, stomp, clap, stomp, clap, stomp.
Your dancing is amazing, Chotu. And so is yours. Keep going.
You're so good. Oh yeah, Chotu! Chotu, that's my nose!
Hey, now he's got mine. Chotu, give it back.
Oh, Chotu. Thanks for dancing with us. See you next time.
Oh, we're absolutely excited to have our guest with us. Did you enjoy dancing with Mira? I think Nicole would appreciate that we're getting better and better. I mean, come on, you got to rate my moves here, Nicole. How are we doing? Are you giving me a thumbs up? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But this is the fun thing about a show like Mira. It's really going to take kids to the heart of India with these beautiful customs and traditions. And like I said, the opulence is my favorite. It's vibrant and colorful, and you're going to meet the ultimate detective. What's really awesome from Mira as a character, Queen Shanti appoints her as the first female royal detective. Yes, a little bit of girl power, but I think boys and girls can identify how important it is to feel recognized and also to do good and to be good to each other and show kindness and compassion in everything you do. And I think it's going to be a show that children are going to lap up. Mums and dads, for those of you who are going through the boxes, the number is 309. That is the secret code for you to unlock this incredible box. Compliments of Mira. Guys, let's cross to the US. It is so awesome to have our 4 guests with us. We have Sasha, we have Lida, we have Nicole and Amrita. Welcome. Hi, how are you guys doing? It's such an honor to see all of you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making the time. We are so excited for the 9th of November. And let's start off with you, Leela. 14 years old, there you were sitting in an ice cream shop with your mom, and she gives you the news that you have just been given the most monumental role in a show that is just going to change the world for so many children. Leela, tell us how you felt when you heard that you got the gig.
Wow, it was just an absolute dream come true. I've dreamed about being a part of Disney. It's been one of my favorite companies since I was a little girl, and just all the months of auditioning and waiting patiently to see, if I got this job, it was so worth it. And, I'm so grateful.
I heard you love The Little Mermaid, you love singing like Ariel, and you also love Jasmine, but now you're your own heroine. Tell us about how you and the character Mira resonate, and what are some of the similarities that you might have with Mira?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really learning a lot about myself from her every single day, every single time. She's just really compassionate and very strong, and, you know, she guides her own path and she creates opportunities for herself, which is something that I'm going to try to do for the rest of my life. She's very, very strong and confident with who she is, and, you know, I'm trying to be more like that every day.
I think you are already an incredible role model for so many young girls and boys around the globe, and I know they're going to absolutely love hearing your voice as Mira Royal Detective. Now let's cross over to a little bit of South African. We're going to claim you, Amrita. I mean, you spend time here, so basically you're us. Amrita Vaz, you got to be composer, and on a show like this, you've been celebrating authenticity, which is why you've been telling us about the instruments and getting that accurate sound that represents India. Tell us about your journey with music and tapping into that sound for Mira's soundtrack.
Well, let me just please give credit to Disney and the team who created Mira Royal Detective, because it's because of them that I get this amazing job of paying tribute and really digging deep into the sound of what makes music from this region so unique and so amazing and so compelling. You know, I'm the one who writes the score, but I have to give praise to Jeannie and Matt who write the songs. They're just so compelling and so fabulously catching. And all of us are so committed to this, calling of authenticity, but also just to make these instruments that can sometimes be a little daunting and a little intellectual, really approachable and fun. I mean, I never imagined that the word sitar and tabla would be on a mainstream Disney show. And we would see, you know, little children hearing these unique instruments and just really being excited about them. So for me, especially as a mom, you know, I'm thrilled to have my daughter see these instruments, and maybe she'll see them as really cool and want to take them up and, you know, start learning them herself. But yeah, it's a fabulous show, a dream for me as a composer.
Aretha, as a composer, was it a little bit of a shift for you working now on a kids animated series? What are some of the things or elements you had to keep back of mind, knowing that you're working for a kids show? Because kids are very sing-along and the songs are very catchy. I know that moms and dads will be singing chalo chalo the whole time. So what did you keep back of mind when you were creating this?
Yeah, you know, the songs are so catchy. I always hear them in my head afterwards. And for me as a composer, you know, I know Sasha will remember the times I was sitting in the sessions as someone who really thought about writing stories as, you know, for independent film and adults. And he'd say, yeah, but where's the ending? And I'd be like, oh, it's there. And he's like, I don't hear it. And I'm like, oh, right, they need a ta-dum. And it's, you know, it's that thinking about being a much more active storyteller as a composer, which I learned over this process, you know, through this process of how you get to really be part of the narrative in a way that's so unique. And it's just been so fabulous to be that active, you know, in terms of really helping to tell a story. So that was a huge shift for me.
Asian star cast that you have. What was it like for you, and what was it that got you hooked? I mean, you've worked on Doc McStuffins. By the way, my daughter grew up on a very healthy diet of Doc McStuffins, and from all of the toys and the merchandise and the characters, but it was the story. Henry Hugglemonster, I love him. So what was it that got you hooked to create this beautiful Mira Royal Detective?
Well, I see kids TV as an opportunity to, you know, expose kids to both new things and familiar things. And the chance to work on Mira was so exciting to me because personally, I love learning about new cultures that are not my own, doing deep dives into different cultures. And the opportunity to work on Mira meant I could do that, and it could be meaningful to kids in different ways. So, for example, for South Asian kids, it's meaningful because they're seeing themselves represented on TV, sometimes potentially for the first time, which is such a big deal. And then for non-South Asian kids, it's extremely meaningful because they might never have been exposed to South Asian culture before. And we have this opportunity to show them things that are beautiful and unique and wonderful and, you know, make it something that they feel like is accessible to them and hopefully open their eyes to things in the world that they haven't seen before. It's something I try to do on every show. My last show, Miles from Tomorrowland, was about outer space. And so it was about, sort of getting kids excited about these new worlds and the idea that they could be explorers too, and making connections, not just between people, but people and aliens, but they really all stood for people and cultures. And so this, in a way, was a continuation of that, the idea of being able to make connections for kids.
The show really affords us the opportunity to feel inclusive and to be recognized. Us as me myself, speaking for myself as a South African Indian, I'm so proud of the movement that's been here. Durban, which is home to many Indians, is the largest diaspora of Indians out of India. So for us, it's a huge opportunity to basically not see the watered down version of India, but actually get to celebrate things like the tabla and hear words like laddu. And it's so important as we educate our friends and enlighten them about our beautiful festivals and our prayers and our traditions. And I think it will allow children the opportunity to really speak more openly and to embrace it fully without feeling embarrassed or afraid. And I think that's wonderful. For the show itself, from what I can see visually, you really have gone out of your way to make sure that it is done beautifully, respectfully, and that you've really kept it authentic. What was that, or how important was that for you as an executive producer?
I'd say that was the most important. It was up here. We wanted at all levels of the show to make sure it was authentic, from the visuals, the clothing, the music, the dance. And that was our guiding principle, authenticity. As you can see, I'm not South Asian. So a big part of my job was to listen and make sure that we had as many South Asian voices on the show as possible. And in a way, I could be a proxy for that audience member who is not South Asian, and think about, well, how is this going to be received, and how can we make sure it's accessible to everyone without, like you said, watering it down. We want to show the beauty of South Asian culture. And so it was really a big part of my job was stepping back and saying, like, Nicole, Amritha, Leela, what is the right way to do this? And then using my skills and experience as a storyteller to make sure the stories we were telling would work for our audience. But really making sure that the South Asian voices on our show at every part of the production, from design to writing to voice acting, of course, dance, music, that those South Asian voices were speaking loud and clear.
Oh, it's just absolutely phenomenal to see that. Now, speaking of music and dance, and I think those are the elements people familiarize themselves with Bollywood. You think Bollywood, you think color, you think saris, you think screw the light bulb, pat the dog, but you just immediately think about the dance and the festivities and getting it right. Nicole, you are going to be our favorite person, and I think what I love so far, I can't wait for the Holi episode and the Diwali episode, because I'm sure you're going to include the North and South Indian dancing as well. Tell us about your experience working on the show from a choreographer's perspective.
It's, well, first of all, I love your sari. I feel so underdressed right now. I should have dressed up a little bit more. And I wanted to correct Sasha on something. I think Sasha is more South Asian than some of the South Asians I know. So, like, credit to you, because he has immersed himself in our culture so much more than many people that look like Leela and Amrita and I. So kudos to you, Sasha, and the entire team. And that just speaks volumes of just the integrity of the show and how proud all of us are that this is something that was long overdue and finally here. And to answer your question, it feels unreal. It feels like a dream, because this is the type of show that didn't exist for so many of us. This is the first of its kind. It's groundbreaking. It's a trailblazing, beautiful, crafted show, and I can guarantee that many are going to follow suit after this. But I think the team at Disney Junior and the team at Mira, Royal Detective, and Wild Canary can proudly say that they were the first.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I've watched so many of your red carpet interviews, watching all of you chat to media in the States, and every one of you celebrating that this is the first South Asian cast, and it does so much to the authenticity and what this movement about saying, let's recognize our cultures, let's love each other, let's appreciate what we stand for, and our differences can actually bring us together. And I think I love that about the story. Sasha, talking more about the cast, how did you go about selecting the voices? Because that's really imperative when doing a show like Mira, Royal Detective.
For sure. We kind of made a list of all of our dream actors, and we got them all. It was amazing. You know, we were such fans of Kal Penn, Utkarsh Ambudkar, and they were our Miku and Chiku from the beginning. They both just had such a great energy. Of course, from the very beginning, we knew that it would be an all South Asian voice cast. That was our guiding principle, authenticity. And then we just set about thinking who are our favorite South Asian actors and actresses, and we got them all. I can't believe it. Frida Pinto, Jamila Jamil, Asif Manvi. Just the list goes on, and it's wonderful to be in the booth with them. Or now these days, over your chat. But and then finding Leela and just feeling like when we heard her audition, it was like, wait a second, that's Mira. It was so clear to us. She just has this energy and spirit that we were looking for in Mira. As Leela said, Mira is someone who's compassionate, who's thoughtful, who thinks about others, and Leela has that quality. So we were so lucky to find her.
As a parent myself, I know how important voice is, and children like to hear that. They can hear the warmth coming through and translating that kindness, and it's so important to have a character nailed like that. And I think, Leela, you really have done an outstanding job in creating this warm, clever, sassy Mira. Tell us about what it's like for you. I know you love singing, and tell us about, did you have to go through every extra special training vocally to nail all of this dancing and singing and just getting Mira's character right?
Well, to start off, this was my first voiceover job, which when I got the job, I was about 14. And so I don't think I really understood how different live action acting is from voice acting. It's definitely a big change. And, I think Sasha and Allison, the voice director, that everyone can attest that I've grown so much just in, the amount of time it takes to do certain things and how comfortable and confident I feel doing certain things. It's been crazy getting used to that, but she's just a little girl, and so I try to bring as much energy as I can every time I record, and that's pretty much the only preparation I need. The preparation is just leave all the negativity at the door and just go in and try to be as confident as she is and as optimistic as she is, and just try to make sure that little kids can look up to this girl that, obviously, like you said, you can hear a person's voice if they truly mean what they say. Yeah. And, Mira always does. And so I just have to make sure that, you can hear that in her voice.
It is also cool to hear that your mom has been in the industry. So did you get lots of advice from your mom? What's one of the things that she's like a gem of advice that she's given you that you're taking with you as Mira?
There's a lot, but it's definitely helped having someone that is seasoned and knows what they're doing and, who has just been guiding me through this whole process. I think she's just really trying to instill in me the humility and the, staying grounded through everything that I do, which is definitely, it's been hard sometimes to kind of understand how monumental this is. But I'm just trying to stay humble. I'm trying to stay grounded, and I'm trying to just, be present in it. And I think that's definitely what she's trying to instill in me.
And I think art imitates life, and you're living this life of Mira, Royal Detective, and I'm sure it is part of your real life. I was going to say to you, what is it like working? Can we call them veterans? Frida Pinto, Saritha Chowdhury, who I adore as an actress, Kal Penn. What are some of the takeaways you've had working with these superstars?
Where do I begin? It's been absolutely surreal. It's definitely a pinch yourself every day kind of thing. These people I've looked up to my whole life, and I never thought, I never thought there would be a show like this when I was, this age that I could be a part of, which has just been a dream. But, I never thought that I'd get to work with people that shaped this industry and made it possible for me to do what I do and be a part of this project. And so I think just everyone being in this cast is such a culmination of the hard years of work that South Asians have had to endure to get to, you know, a project like this that we've deserved for so long.
Absolutely. I think you spoke to a point that I want to bring up with Nicole. Nicole, you spoke about the red carpet saying, you know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago even, there weren't characters like Mira that you could say, she looks just like me. So for you as a dancer, as a choreographer with such an impressive CV, what did you want to bring in terms of your own talent, bring to a character like Mira, and how does the process actually work?
Well, what I wanted to bring for, I think generally speaking, is I think my involvement, which I've been really lucky by bringing Bollywood to America, has been on shows that are featuring actors or reality contestants doing it. So I think having the world see Bollywood through the eyes of a child is a reward, and it's special on its own, and it's something that I felt was missing. And what I wanted to bring through choreography was just the joy and how connected the Indian culture is to dance. And as many of us know, India is so rich in culture. There's so many languages. There's so many styles of dance throughout India. It's not just Bollywood. And what I love about the show and how open the entire team has been, especially Sasha, with just his vision of not just making it one-dimensional in regards to dance, but seeing other styles of dance than just Bollywood. And don't get me wrong, I love Bollywood. I breathe, eat, sleep Bollywood. But to be able to have the permission to introduce other forms of dance, which we will see throughout season 1.
Yeah.
And now that we all know that we're greenlit for season 2, that we'll be seeing some other forms as well. I think that itself is so wonderful to allow people to see that, you know, India is not just one thing, it's many things. It's a celebration. And for children to be able to find movement and being active, and I always feel that dance is food for the soul.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how old you are, everyone needs music and dance. And I'm so thrilled and honored that the show's incorporated music and dance at the level that it has introduced.
Yeah, and variety is the spice of life. I just want you to teach my daughter some Bharatanatyam and Kathak, okay? Season 2, show us a bit more classical dancing. I'd love to see that. Sasha, tell us a bit more. I mean, this is such an incredible work to do. How do you manage to get cultural diversity and teach young children? I mean, the audience here, if you think about it, is between 2 and 7-year-olds. This is that important time for many parents. They're achieving their milestones. They're getting their moral compasses like set up. So how do you go in thinking like between a 2 and 7-year-old, and how do you manage to bring culture and teach this to young children? It's very tricky. Sasha, I think you have muted your microphone. If you can quickly unmute.
My apologies. Yes, it is early here in Los Angeles. I'm sorry. Yes. So I was saying to myself, and I'll say to everyone, making this episode is like a big puzzle. You know, there's so many different pieces that we have to get to interlock just perfectly to make one episode. Because it is about the culture, but there's so many other elements we want to get right as well. You know, we want our characters to pop. We want them to be funny and engaging and exciting, and we want the stories to be compelling. And each one is a little mystery, so we want to make sure the mysteries are intriguing as well and have, you know, some weight to them. And then we want to make sure every episode has an emotional through line as well, that some of our characters are going through something, just basic good storytelling. And then we want to make sure that the culture is integrated into that storytelling in a way that feels organic. And so to that end, besides all of the South Asian voices that we have on the show, we also work with a South Asian cultural consultant, an amazing person named Shago, who is someone who looks at every single one of our scripts, every single one of our designs, and gives us feedback, both to say like, that's, samosas wouldn't be eaten at that particular meal for whatever reason, or this type of outfit isn't quite right for that type of event, and also to give suggestions like, you could incorporate this type of greeting here, and so we make sure that is an integral step of the process, just so that, as I said before, so that authenticity can really lead the day. But again, it has to be organic to the stories we're telling. We don't want the show to feel didactic. It shouldn't be a lesson. It shouldn't be a school. We want kids to be along for this ride of great stories and great characters, and have the culture just come out of those stories. So that's our goal.
Yeah, I think where a lot of people get it wrong sometimes is the tonality or the tone that they deliver a lot of things with, whether it's messaging, and sometimes people are tone deaf with certain things. And I think by educating adults and enlightening them, they'll get to understand why a certain dress is worn a certain way, why people eat with their hands, for example, or why they dance, or why they do a certain custom or tradition. I think it's just wonderful of you being culturally inclusive, and I think it's going to be an absolute game changer. Amrita, we spoke in the intro about your South African connection. South Africa misses you, girl. Get back home, okay? Just get back home. Tell us about your time in SA. What were you doing here? Did you spend time as a human rights lawyer here?
Well, so before I became a composer, I had developed tendonitis in my arms, and so I thought that was the end of my music career, and I went off and decided to follow my second passion, which was social justice. And I found myself going on this career path of law. And I won a Rotary Ambassadorial Scholarship, and I could study anywhere, and I chose South Africa because, my personal heroes like Madiba, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Mahatma Gandhi, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, there was so much for me to learn as a lawyer, as a budding lawyer. And so I came here, and part of my job was, or one of the tasks I took on was to work at the Judicial Inspectorate, assisting in a very low-level way with the Honorable Justice Johannes Fagan. So I learned so much from a legal perspective. But what's amazing about my time in South Africa is that part of my personal journey, I did some work with UCT students in Manenberg, working with kids and doing songwriting and singing, and to deal with trauma and anger. And it was an amazing integral part of my personal journey where I learned the importance of music and the power of music to make change. And it was one of those things I filed away, and here I am, so many years later now, being part of a show that is so powerful, and it's sort of lessons of tolerance and understanding and cooperation and social justice and like all these great things, feminist storylines, but all within this amazing capsule of Disney. So it was amazing, and I have to say I'm still a huge fan of all the musicians. Like Hugh Masekela, Mira Makeba. I discovered Moses Molelek while I was here, and I learned about Kwaito, which was huge for me. I still on my feel good playlist. I listen to, TKZ, Mendoza, Brenda Fassi. So I still carry South Africa, in my heart, and I would love to come back. The warmest people in the world, just the best.
Okay, then I'm going to throw a challenge to both Amrita and Nicole. You guys need to research Jerusalem Challenge, and Mira has to do the Jerusalem Challenge. It's basically the electric slide, but now give us the Indian version. Go and have a look at it, and I hope to see it one day. It'll be phenomenal to see that. And it's so wonderful to have a little bit of South Africa. Like I said, Amrita, we're claiming you. You're basically ours. We sent you. Go forth and be great. Guys, we are getting some questions coming through, and I want to quickly kick off this one because I think it does tie in with Sasha as well. It's very important. It's a question from TV with Tennis. He's one of our celebrated media personalities here. It says, Mira means admirable in Latin and sea or ocean in Sanskrit. Will the name's meaning feature as a theme in the series?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. I think you could say it does. I don't want to give too much away, but water is a big part of our series. So the series is set in a fictional kingdom called Jalpur. It's based on Rajasthan, the region in northern India, but it's a town that's a port city. So it's on the water, and the reason we did that was because we wanted to not just feature North Indian styles and cultural details, but we wanted to sort of be able to reflect all of India. And so that's why we made Jalpur into a port, so that the idea is that people from all over are a fictional version of India because they would be going through this port. So water is important. And then in terms of admirable, I did not know that. I love knowing that. We definitely see Mira as an admirable character, someone that kids hopefully will want to emulate and look up to.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sasha, for that. Leela, we have a question for you from Kyra Forbes. She's a very young little lady, and she wants to know, Leela, will you come and visit us to South Africa very, very soon? Please, Leela, you have to come here.
I would absolutely love to. Yeah, I've never been to South Africa, and I'm sure it's lovely over there. People sound amazing, so hopefully soon, once the global pandemic dies down, I'd love to go to South Africa.
Oh, thank you so much. I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you, to Leela, Nicole, Sasha, as well as Amrita. Thank you so much for introducing this beautiful, grand character who is so strong, so resourceful, and so smart. And she really is going to be a game changer. Thank you very much for crossing to us all the way from the US. We really, really appreciate it. And please come back home soon. All of you, come back here. We'd love to have you here. Thank you very much, guys. And to all of you at home, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And then to all of you who sent through such fantastic questions, thank you very much. The team will definitely get back to you. We'd love to see more of your dancing and your pictures and how you've been watching it. Use the hashtag Mira on Disney Junior. In fact, Nicole really inspired us. Let's say goodbye with a Mira dance. From all of us, Vanakkam, Namaste, and goodbye.
I like to dance. You like to dance. Mira's here to show you. Mira's here to show you. I like to dance. You like to dance. A new dance coming up right now. Yeah!
Hi, my dad was just showing us a dance move he taught me when I was really little.
And we always loved doing it together.
It's called the Lotus hand turn.
I love this move.
It's a winner.
You can dance with us too. Take it away, Papa.
Okay, Betty. First, raise your arms to the sky. Now, open your fingers wide like you're giving a big high five. Now, turn your hands like this. That's called Lotus hands. Turn and turn and turn and turn.
Turn and turn and turn and turn.
Great job. Is it time for the legs, Papa?
You know it, Mira. Now, while you're turning your hands, bend your knees and bounce side to side. Bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce.
Let's try it with music.
Nice bouncing.
Wow, you're such a good dancer. Keep it going. Papa, I forgot how much I love doing this move.
Me too, Betty. Me too.
Hey, you two aren't dancing.
Because they're having a moment. Let them have their moment, Chiku.
And the moment's over. Let's go back to dancing.
Keep dancing. See you next time.
Bye